Then I noticed that this leaf has done it too. So if you know what that is and you will let me know, I will appreciate it. That's what I have learned in my care. So that means something real simple. There are no peasants here. Hello, welcome back. So in the recap, I have mentioned about this plant always doing the same to me, and that this one so far hadn't, but it did. I thought this one was a stain, but it's not. It's something else, and I cannot figure out what it is. Because then I noticed that this leaf has done it too. So if you know what that is, and you will let me know, I will appreciate it. Something that I do know about this plant is that it does not like to be crowded. At least that's what I have learned in my care. I have to be careful because I tossed ladybugs in here a couple of nights ago, and I don't know if they're still here or not. Doesn't look like they are. So that means something real simple. There are no peasants here. They're having a ball over there by the window inside the house, so that's where I get most of the pests. So look at the difference on the root system, how much less of a secondary roots this plant has. It's not like the other ones are like more extensive. So these roots are also quite delicate and quite fine, but at the same time it doesn't have the tiny little hairs that break out easier either. This is one that I have tried to grow from corms before whenever I have harvested corms, and they have never come out. So I don't know what will happen with this. I don't know if I'll find any corms. I'm not harvesting for corms, but if they popped out, I will do my best. We have like 5 plants in here. So this one has been inside under not too much light, under my regular kitchen light, and they tend to stand. When I water them, I soak them in. I let them completely soak, and then almost completely dry. So now that I'm gonna change the mix, I'm gonna have to water them more frequently because this mix doesn't retain the same amount of moisture that this mix of peat moss and perlite. Now, unfortunately, I see corks. You know how much I hate corks. So that's the thing. It's like when I soak it in and like let it sit there and absorb all the water that it needs, the corks get rehydrated. I don't soak them in when I have them in a chunky mix. They get wet thoroughly, but they don't soak in water for those corks to get rehydrated. Now here, closer to the core, I start to finding more fine roots down on the outer. I'm also gonna finish this with the hose, and this one is basically every single plant has a bit of a cork in it, so they put up possibly 5 corks in this one pot. Alright, so I'm gonna use the hose again to finish this, and I'll be right back. And so you can see the corks right there. The reason they don't come off is because of that adhesive. And these are a little extensive and can be quite prone to produce that dry rot that we want to avoid. So I'm just gonna try just to break them out enough so they will just try to crumble a little bit without trying to fully remove them. So I don't want to make any more root damage that is needed to get this out of the way. And again, I have not been successful with this plant before. I'm hoping this one gives me a break. Because even right here, after that wash that I did, right now to rinse this off, the center of this mass is dry, and that is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the hydrophobia and putting them in a new mix that is chunky, that is not going to retain that much moisture for too long or long enough for this type of media to rehydrate. But that, hoping and having trusted that should be enough, because as you can see, they're all 5 plants that work together. But I don't want to separate them or anything, because they're quite tangled and they're gonna produce more root breakage. There's a couple of corms that are right here. I'll take those because they're all the way in the top. I tried to wash this off, so that's enough. I don't want to completely unravel them because that's going to make more root damage. And the same approach as the ones before. After that, we fill it up with media. Now that we are 90%, we repeat. And there it is. Alocasia African mask. I'm gonna give it a good water, and that'll be it for this repot. Editing here the video right before uploading. It's been 10 days since the repot. As you can see, it's doing just fine. So what I wanted to share with you was the temperature, the humidity, and the light that it's receiving right here. Here's where it has been for the longest time. As you can see, this is in foot candles. It's getting about between 25 and 33, 32 at the mouse. That's the light that is receiving here. So I wanted to add that into the video so you know what are the conditions that this plant is growing in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let me know any questions. Please let me know what have been your experience with it. Anything I can learn from, I'm completely open to it. So hopefully this one becomes a success. Thank you again. I'll talk to you soon.